Vruksha, the etymological meaning is Vrashyate iti Vruksha, that which can be destroyed. Vrashchana. Vrashchana is the English word W-R-E-C-K, wreck, is a cognate word with Vrashchana. Vrashchana and wreck, they are the cognate words. That means something which can be destroyed is what is a tree. Vruksha. Vruksha is Vrashyate, that is that which can be destroyed. So, that which means that this particular tree which appears to be so strong and so invincible and all that. So, this particular tree by Jnana it can be destroyed. So, that is what Krishna is going to say in the very next shloka. So, this tree is something which is very beautifully described here. Then he continues in the next shloka also he describes Adhashordhvam prasrutastasya shakhaha gunapravruddha vishayapravalaha adhasya mulanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushya loke. Every word is important in these particular shlokas, and in fact one has to see the commentary, one has to listen to very elaborate explanation by the commentators. But I am giving a very rough idea, or rather a sthula parachayam is a very simple idea of what it is. Adhasya urdhvancha prasutaha tasya shakhaha. Tasya vrukshasya, of that particular tree, the shakhaha, the branches, they are spread out high and low. So, this high and low, what do they mean? When they use the words adhaha and urdhva, they are referring to this adholoka and urdhvaloka. Adholokas means by virtue of various sinful deeds, a person goes to certain adholokas, and by virtue of doing some virtuous deeds, a person attains some good lokas. Loka again means it is not again and again we have to remind ourselves that loka does not mean some sort of three-dimensional place somewhere in the space. Loka is something which is in our own mind. Loka is something which lokyate bhujyate, that is what the commentators say. Lokyate, look, the word English word look is cognate with that loka. Lokyate, drishyate, bhujyate, anubhuyate, that is what it means. So, that means the human, the particular life, the next life, whatever life he takes, that itself is a loka. A person by virtue of sinful deeds, he gets into some other say dirty womb. So, that is the particular loka. And then again somebody who gets into a good janma. So, that is what is called a divine loka. So, that is how we have to understand them. So, adhasya urdhvancha prasrutaha means this adholoka and urdhvalokas, they are there in this particular this particular tree. Then they are actually nourished by the sattva rajas tamo gunaha. That is what is the next line, guna pravruddhaha. Guna pravruddhaha means these three gunas which propel a man to do various types of activities. Sattva guna propels a person to do a particular type of activity. Rajo guna propels a man or drives a man to do another type of activity. Tamo guna drives a person to do some other type of activity. So, that is how these lokas, they are things which are nourished by these three gunas. Then vishaya pravalaha, the sense objects, you see, they are called the vishayas. So, vishayas, they are like the pravala. Pravala means tender buds. They are like the tender buds of this particular tree. Then adhasya mulanyanusantatani. And then in this manushya loke, karmanubandhini manushya loke. In this manushya loke, so this human birth, manushya loka means the human birth. Not exactly the manushya loka does not mean this earth which is here. Manushya loka is the human existence. This human existence is actually driving a person to, it is responsible for attaining these lokas. Mulani anusantatani. Mulani, the commentators have said, moolam means a root. Of course, urdhva moolam is one thing. Here also a person is responsible for his own next janma. That is what it says. Adhasya mulani anusantatani means by virtue of his own activities, he develops various samskara. The samskara are the indelible impressions which are there in the mind, the vasanas which are said to be again vasana is the same as samskara. So, these things they determine the next birth of a person. So, these are the things karmanubandhini. So, this impel a man, this drive a person, his own activities, they drive a person to future actions. They may be dharma or adharma type of actions. And then manushya loke, in this human janma. So, this Manushya Loke is something which is significant here, because it is only in this Manushya Janma, what Vedanta says is, of course, metaphorically you visualize three types of say Janmas, that is, one is the Deva Janma, one is Manushya Janma, the other is something called Tiryak Janma, being born as a dog or a pig or some other animal or something like that. So, these three levels. So, in that Deva Loka there is only enjoyment, it is said to be only a Bhoga Bhumi. And then the other Bhumi also, Tiryak Janma, that also is a Bhoga Bhumi. Bhoga means a negative Bhoga, that is, there you may get some pleasant things, here you are getting unpleasant things. Bhoga is a neutral word, Bhoga need not be an enjoyment only. And it is this Manushya Loka is the only Loka where a person has got an opportunity to do either good or bad. So, that is why Manushya Loka is called the Karma Bhumi. And we have to again realize that what we call, when we say Karma Bhumi, we are not referring to India as such. Many people make the mistake of calling India as Karma Bhumi. Oh, our India, Bharat Desham, Karma Bhumi, etc., etc. It is not, according to Vedanta, it is not correct. So, for Purana, for purpose of Purana and for the purpose of inspiring a person, you may say that. But then according to Vedanta, according to Krishna, according to Upanishads, it is not correct. Karma Bhumi means the Manushya Janma is the Karma Bhumi, because here you have got an opportunity, you have got a chance, you have got the free will to do good or bad. So, that is what he says, Karmanubandhini Manushya Loke. So, in fact, the commentators have very clearly written Manushyanam Karmadhikaraha. So, it is Karmadhikara is only at this level and not at any other level. So, this is what is the Karma Bhumi. Bhumi does not mean land, Bhumi means a particular stage. So, the stage of action is only this Manushya Loka. So, that is how Krishna says here. And then the next shlokas he says how exactly a Jnani goes beyond this thing, how a Jnani Ashwattamenam Suvirudha Moolam Asanga Shastrena, by this sword called Jnana, he is going to cut off this tree of ignorance. So, that is what he is going to say in the next shloka. We will see it in the next episode. Harihi Om Tat Sat.